Starters up. The light is on, racing from near the inside. Rouge de Noir and High Perch with the first two out from your Ganji Gold. Always Proud up there, pulling around them, winning Wave with Red Javelin and My Bobby Boo. Settles last at the 1400. And High Perch leads a length and a quarter. Yulganji Gold, little or no pace on a half a length away. Rouge de Noir, a length to Always Proud, who's pulling on the inside from Winning Wave. A length off to My Bobby Boo and a neck away. Last was Red Javelin. Go down past the 1100 now, and High Perch is doing it leisurely in front by a length. Yulganji Gold. A half away on the inside, Rouge de Noir, a length to Winning Wave, Always Proud, followed by My Bobby Boo and Red Javelin last, only about 4 lengths from the lead. Past the 900 they travel, and High Perch by 1. Yulganji Gold and neck Rouge de Noir. A length to Winning Wave, Always Proud with My Bobby Boo, and last at the 800 is Red Javelin. 700 to go now, and High Perch by a half. Yulganji Gold. Winning Wave up 3 wide around Rouge de Noir, 3/4 to Always Proud. And a length to My Bobby Boo and Red Javelin together, about 3.5 lengths off the leader. Onto the turn, 500 to go. High Perch will be first for home from Yulganji Gold. Winning Wave, now Red Javelin's taken out wide. He's coming around them quickly. From Always Proud, into the straight, 300 to go. High Perch the leader, about to be claimed by Yulganji Gold and Red Javelin. They're clear from Winning Wave and Rouge de Noir. Red Javelin on the outside, got a half head in front of Yulganji Gold. Albuino confident, hands and heels on Red Javelin, and Red Javelin too good for Yulganji Gold. Wins it by about a neck. 3 lengths away, a photo third. Winning Wave, High Perch from My Bobby Boo. Always Proud and Rouge de Noir's finished last.
Club Committee has a policy of acknowledging the contribution made to the thoroughbred racing industry by former WATC committeemen. Romy Rigg was a well-respected racing man and served on the WATC for some 6 years, during which time he was a major contributor to the industry. Although Romy passed away in 1987, his family has continued the racing interest, and the family are here as our guests today. I would like to congratulate the connections of Red Javelin for the win of today's RA Rigg Quality, and now would introduce Dr. John Rigg to present the trophy to the connections of Red Javelin.
Thanks very much, Mr Williamson. I'd like to thank the chairman and the committee of the Turf Club for continuing to honour the memory of my father in this way, with this race. My mother and other members of the family are grateful to the club for this. I'd like to congratulate the connections of the winning horse, Mr Gary O'Hara and his partners, and the trainer, Mr Kevin Lever, for preparing the horse, and for Ian Albuino for riding the horse so expertly. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chairman and committee members, Dr Rigg and Mr Williamson, well, it's a great pleasure to be here. Again, we've had a couple of trophies presented to us with the horse in his fairly short career, and it's certainly wonderful to have a horse that does his best every time he goes out. He's never run a bad race, and he's certainly got a lot of supporters around the place, and I hope he continues to run well and not let anyone down. Thanks to all our friends and supporters showing up today, and to the trainer, of course. Kevin's doing a wonderful job with him down on the beach, and Ian, who rode such a superb race. Thanks very much.
I'd now like to present the whip to the winning jockey, Ian Albuino.
Mr Rigg, ladies and gentlemen, members of the WATC, I'd just like to thank the owners for putting me on this horse. I think he's a very exciting horse, and he ran second in the Perth Cup last year, and hopefully we can go one better this year. I'd like to thank Kevin Lever and his staff for all the work they do with the horse, and I'd especially like to thank the crowd today for the way you received the horse. Thank you.
Oops, he's rearing Red Javelin in 6. Now an attendant holding him. Starter lets them go now. Top in grey, the last to leave the barrier. First start was Dixie Deans. Over 8 jumped away quickly with Mr Raku from Flying Draw, Rather Roman, Red Javelin, Exclusive Dancer. Winning Wave, Legally Right, Contiki Lass, and last at the 16, Top in grey. Around the 1500 metre bend, and over 8 the leader by a length. Flying Draw, Dixie Deans, a length and a half, Mr Raku. A length Exclusive Dancer, 3/4 to Rather Roman, a length and a half. Winning Wave inside of Red Javelin, 2 to Contiki Lass, Top End Grey, and last Legally Right. Down they go to the 12 and over 8. By 1 Flying Draw, a half Dixie Deans, 2 lengths Mr Raku, a length and a quarter Exclusive Dancer, Rather Roman, a length and a half Winning Wave. Red Javelin is outside, 1 1/2 to Contiki Lass, Top End Grey, and last Legally Right at the 1,000 metres, about 10 or 11 from the leader. Over 8 travels down now, 900 to go, leading 3/4 Flying Draw. A similar margin to Dixie Deans, a length to Mr Raku, Exclusive Dancer, Rather Roman a length away, a length and a half, Red Javelin covering Winning Wave, and then Contiki Lass, Top End Grey, and Legally Right. The rider at work is last, 600 to go, over 8, a half a length from Flying Draw, Dixie Deans. Now Mr Raku is peeling up, a length and a half away came Exclusive Dancer, pushing off the fence from Rather Roman. Red Javelin's about to go over Winning Wave, Contiki Lass, Top End Grey, and Legally Right. Around the bend they race over 8, headed by Flying Draw. 2 legs Mr Raku and Dixie Deans. Here's Red Javelin and Rather Roman coming together at the 100. Red Javelin, Rather Roman race to Mr Raku. Red Javelin and Rather Roman. Contiki Lass is flashing home. Red Javelin, Rather Roman, but the big red has got home. Red Javelin's won a long head from Rather Roman and Contiki Lass. Mr Raku fourth from Dixie Deans. Top End Grey, Flying Draw, over 8, Winning Wave. Exclusive Dancer and Legally Right was last all the way.
The Honourable Pam Beggs, Minister for Racing and Gaming, fellow committeemen, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to come back to Ascot, and particularly with the quality of today's racing and the way the course looks. I think this year is no exception, and I wish you all good luck today and good luck for the rest of the Ascot season. This race today has been sponsored by Toyota and their various dealerships throughout the state. This is the 9th occasion they've done it for us. We're very grateful to them. It's only for the support of Toyota and other major West Australian companies who contribute considerably to the level of stakes which we're able to present on a Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, the Anniversary Cup has been run now for 101 years. It was first run in 1891. And today it's been won, as usually happens, by a real champion. It's been run by a horse that's had 15 starts for 8 wins. That's more than 50%. And of its 15 starts, it's returned a cheque on 14 occasions. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr Robert Mundy, the Secretary of the Toyota dealerships, to present the trophies.
The Honourable the Minister, Pam Beggs, Mr Ray Warren, Chairman of the WA Turf Club, committee members, ladies and gentlemen. What a magnificent achievement of the Turf Club that today we celebrate the 140th anniversary of the formation of the Turf Club. Toyota, by comparison, is a youngster. Next year, however, we celebrate our 30th anniversary of operations in WA, and we're very proud of that fact. You'll see scattered around the course today examples of our product, a very fine product, and I invite you to inspect it at your leisure. Congratulations to the connections of the winner, Red Javelin, and I'd like to invite Mr Richard O'Hara to represent the owners of the horse to come forward and accept the trophy.
Mr Mundy, Mr Chairman, members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen. I would firstly like to thank the Toyota company, represented by Mr Mundy today, for their sponsorship of this race and racing in general, and for the presentation of this trophy today. On a personal note, I'd like to thank my brothers Eddie and Gary for picking this horse out of the local yearling sales and purchasing him. And in particular, I'd like to thank Eddie for urging me to buy a share in this horse, which I'm very grateful for, even more so now. I'd like to congratulate the trainer, Mr Kevin Lever, and the jockey, Ian Albuino. Thanks, Ian, for another fine ride. And also, I'd like to acknowledge the horse himself, Red Javelin. He's a very fine horse, this fellow, and we're all very proud of him. He never lets us down. Thank you very much.
In talking to Richard after the race, I asked him how he felt about a tight finish, and he said it really gets the heart pumping. And the person responsible for getting his horse to pump is Ian Albuino. Ian, congratulations on a great ride.
I'd like to thank Mr Mundy, firstly. Members of the Western Australian Turf Club Committee, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say it's great to be here and receive a SWIP again today. I'd like to thank Toyota for sponsoring racing. Racing goes a long way with sponsorship, and it's a big help to our industry. I'd like to congratulate the 3 committeemen who were elected this week, and also the new president, and I wish them all the very best and hope that they can pick racing up where it was 2 years ago and get us going again. Thank you a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the presentation for the Toyota Anniversary Cup.